Hey everyone, let's talk about something that I know drives a lot of people crazy when they're learning English: pronunciation. It's happened to all of us, right? You see a word, you think you know how it sounds, and then you hear it spoken and it's something totally different. It is so frustrating, but you know what? Today, we're going to change all that. Okay, let's just dive right into the problem. Take a look at these three words. They all have that same O-U-G-H spelling, so they should rhyme, shouldn't they? I mean, logically, yes, but we say though, thought, and cough. In a lot of other languages, what you see is what you get. The letters are predictable. But with English, well, as you can see, it's just not like that at all. So how do we possibly crack this code? Well, here's our game plan. We're going to start with the English spelling puzzle. Then I'll introduce you to an amazing tool for pronunciation. After that, we'll break down the vowel sounds, and then the difference between voiced versus voiceless consonants. And we'll wrap it all up with your key to clarity. All right, first up, let's get right to the heart of the matter. Why is English spelling so incredibly confusing to begin with? Here it is. This is the fundamental issue, right here. We've only got 26 letters to work with in the alphabet, but we use those letters to make 44 completely different sounds. That's a huge mismatch. It's why a single letter, like C, can sound like a K in cup, but if you put an H next to it, it suddenly becomes the ch sound in chocolate. The letters themselves just don't tell the whole story. So, if we can't really trust the spelling, what can we trust? Well, it is time for me to let you in on the secret weapon for pronunciation. I want you to meet the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. This is the amazing tool that solves our entire problem, and the idea is actually beautiful in its simplicity. In the IPA, every single symbol represents exactly one sound. That's it. There are no exceptions, no guessing games. One symbol always equals one sound, every single time. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Whoa, what are those? Those look a little strange. A little scary, even. And yeah, if you've never seen them before, they can look pretty intimidating. But I promise you, once you get the hang of them, they become one of the most powerful tools you could ever have for learning English. Hey, remember our little puzzle from the beginning? Well, let's see how the IPA just makes it all make perfect sense. Look at that third column. The IPA shows you the exact sound for each word. So, though has the O sound, thought has the ah sound, and cough has the off sound. Three totally different sounds, and now they're represented by three totally different and totally consistent symbols. Now it's clear. That's the power of the IPA. Okay, so let's start breaking down some of those 44 English sounds. We're going to begin with what's often the trickiest part for a lot of learners, the vowels. And you're about to see there's way more to it than just A, E, I, O, and U. Yeah, we all learn in school that there are 5 vowel letters. But as you can see here, the English language has a whole lot more vowel sounds. And they're actually broken down into different groups, including this special category called diphthongs, which are really, really cool. So let's break it down real quick. We've got long vowels, where you kind of draw out the sound, like the E in C. Then we have short vowels, which are much quicker, more clipped, like the I in sit. And then there are diphthongs. These are so interesting. It's like 2 vowel sounds that glide together inside of one syllable. A great example is the oi sound in the word boy. Your mouth literally starts in one position and moves to another to make that one single gliding sound. All right, let's move on from vowels to the other big group, consonants. There's a really neat and super simple way to understand a key difference between many of them. And all you need is your own hand. I like to call it the throat vibration test. So many consonants come in pairs. One of them is voiceless, which just means it's made with only air coming out of your mouth. The other is voiced, which means you're actually vibrating your vocal cords to make this sound. And the best part is you can feel this. Go ahead, try with me. Put your hand gently on your throat. We're going to feel the difference. Okay, you got your hand on your throat? Look at that first pair. Let's make the p sound from the word tip. Just the sound itself. P, p, p. You should only feel a little puff of air, right? No buzzing. Now try the buzz sound from buy. B, b, b. Feel that? That little buzzing, that vibration? That is the only difference between those two sounds. It's the exact same mouth shape, but for one, you turn on your voice, and for the other, you don't. How cool is that? So, we've seen the problem and we've discovered the tool. Now it's time for the most important part, how you can use all of this to speak English clearly and confidently. This is your key to clarity. From this day forward, your process can be this simple. Step 1, you see a new word you're not sure about. Step 2, you look up its IPA spelling in a dictionary. And Step 3, you know exactly how to pronounce it. The guesswork is completely gone. You'll know how to say it correctly every single time. And this is what it's really all about. It's about going from that feeling of confusion and maybe even a little bit of fear to a place of genuine confidence. You're not just taking a wild guess based on spelling anymore. You're decoding the sounds. You finally have a system that actually works. So you now have the key to unlock clear English pronunciation. The only question left is, what's the first word you're going to look up? You know, the one that's always given you trouble? Go find it! Thanks for tuning in.